Ukrainian defense forces have repelled enemy attacks near 14 settlements in the Donetsk region and the Luhansk region in the past 24 hours. The relevant statement was made by the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine on Facebook, and Ukrinform correspondent reports. Over the past day, Russian troops have launched 15 airstrikes and 5 missile strikes, including 2 on civil infrastructure in the Donetsk region's Kostiantinivka. The enemy opened fire with multiple launch rocket systems (MLRS) over 95 times, namely on the city of Kherson. The threat of missile and airstrikes is persisting all over Ukraine. According to the General Staff, Russian troops continue making attempts to seize the Donetsk region within its administrative borders and conducting offensive actions in the Bakhmut direction. The enemy is also conducting unsuccessful offensive actions in the Avdiivka direction and continues attempts to improve their tactical position in the Kupiansk and Lyman directions. Ukrainian defense forces repelled enemy attacks near the Luhansk region's Ploshchanka, Bilohorivka and Chervan-Opapivka, and the Donetsk region's Razdolivka, Sil, Krasnohora, Bakhmut, Klishkiivka, Vadian, Kremina, Pobeda, Mayorsk, Marinka, and Velika Novosilka. In the Volyn, Polisia, Siversky, and Slobozhinsky directions, no enemy offensive groupings were detected. The enemy shelling was recorded near the Chernihiv region's Mikhailivka and Yanzulivka, the Sumy region's Popivka, Yastrubshchina, Studnak and Pavlivka, and the Kharkiv region's Ortsiv, Vovchansk, Budarki, Mali-Prakodi, Zelin, Neska, Streleka, Ternova, Velika-Ladias, Balahivka, Vorichna, and Hryhorivka. In the Kupiansk direction, Russian invaders opened fire on the Kharkiv region's Vilshana, Kupiansk, Orlyanka, Kyslivka, Petropavlivka, Krokmo, Tabevka and Beresto, and the Luhansk region's Stelmakivka. In the Lyman direction, the Luhansk region's Makiivka, Nevsk and Chervan-Opapivka came under enemy fire. In the Bakhmut direction, Russian occupiers shelled the Donetsk region's Spear, Bilohorivka, Razdolivka, Yakovlivka, Soledar, Krasnohora, Bakhmut, Klishkiivka, Bilahora, Verkhnya Kamyansk, Vesel, Kurdyamivka, Druzhba and Pivnich. In the Avdiivka direction, the enemy shelling was recorded near the Donetsk region's Krasnohorivka, Avdiivka, Hyorayivka, Marinka, Berdaichi, Vadian, and Novo-Mikhailivka. In the Novo-Pavlivka direction, Russian troops opened fire on the Donetsk region's Soledar, Vremivka, and Zolotaniva. In the Zaporizhia direction, the enemy used tanks, mortars, cannon, and rocket artillery to shell the Donetsk region's Vilnpol and the Zaporizhia region's Hulyapilsk, Dorozhnyenka, Zaliznik, Huliai-Pol, Shevchenko, Cherniv, Malatokmatka, Novodanilivka, Orikiv, Kamyansk, Zeleny High, and Malinivka. In the Kherson direction, Russian invaders opened fire on such settlements as Zolotabalka, Havrylivka, Lvov, Sadov, and Kherson. According to the data from the General Staff, Russian occupiers are intensifying counter-sabotage and counterintelligence measures within the temporarily occupied areas. In particular, in the Kherson region's Valikal Epedika, Russian invaders randomly checked phones of local residents for the presence of photos and videos of Russian military equipment. As of January 12, 2023, 3 civilians were arraigned and taken to an unknown destination. Meanwhile, over the past day, Ukrainian air forces have launched 9 strikes on enemy positions. Ukraine's missile and artillery units hit 2 Russian command posts, 8 enemy personnel clusters, 1 air defense missile, 3 ammunition depots, and 2 more important enemy targets. The enemy struck 11 settlements in the Bakhmut sector on January 13th, and the battle for Soledar is going on, according to Ukrinform. The General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine said this in an evening update on Facebook on January 13th. During the day, Ukrainian aircraft carried out 9 strikes on areas of concentration of the invaders, and our units of rocket and artillery forces hit a command post, 6 personnel concentration areas, an anti-aircraft missile system, and 3 ammunition depots of the enemy, the report reads. According to the General Staff, Russian troops on Friday launched 2 missile strikes on the civilian infrastructure of Kostiantynivka, Donetsk region, and 8 airstrikes on the positions of the defense forces of Ukraine. Also, the enemy launched more than 40 attacks using multiple launch rocket systems. The threat of Russian air and missile strikes remains in place for the entire territory of Ukraine. According to the General Staff, the invaders continue to suffer losses. It was established that combat medics of the Russian armed forces arrived at the Novotroitska Central District Hospital, located in the temporarily captured part of the Kherson region, to replenish the shortage of medical personnel. As of January 12th, there were up to 160 wounded invaders in the hospital, equipped as a military hospital.